Let me tell you a story of a woman whose courage outlived an entire kingdom. Lady Araminta of Valoria was born into a world where power mattered more than love. Her kingdom, Valoria, sparkled along the coast, but behind its beauty were political storms she could never escape. From the moment she came of age, she was seen not as a daughter, but as a tool. And when Valoria needed protection, Araminta was given in marriage to King Darian, a ruler much older, weary from years of war, but powerful enough to keep enemies away. She accepted her fate with a calm grace. Her heart wasn't part of the bargain, but her loyalty to her people was. For a while, peace held until the day General Kalen of Theron swept across the land. His armies moved like a rising tide. Valoria fell. King Darian was captured, and the palace that once echoed with music became a silent monument to defeat. When Kalen entered the palace to claim his victory, he expected to find fear, but instead, he saw Araminta standing tall and felt something for her. Days passed. Conversations turned into confidences, and despite everything, Kalen found himself drawn to her strength, her calm, her refusal to bow to fate. Against every political rule, against the expectations of his empire, he married her in secret. For the first time in her life, Araminta chose something not for her kingdom, not for survival, but for herself. But in empires, love is never enough. When the High Council of Gladen discovered the marriage, their fury was swift. To them, Araminta was not a wife, she was a symbol of a defeated kingdom. A trophy meant to be displayed in chains to remind the world of Theron's power. They demanded Kalen hand her over. He refused. But even the strongest general cannot fight an empire. Kalen was faced with a truth sharper than any sword. He could not protect the woman he loved. One silent night, Kalen walked into Araminta's chamber. His steps were slow. His eyes held a pain no war had ever given him. He placed a small silver cup on the table between them. "It is the only freedom I can give you," he said softly. "I cannot save your life, but I can save your dignity." There was no bitterness in Araminta's eyes, no fear, only understanding. She had lived her entire life according to the decisions of men, but this would be her choice. She lifted the cup with steady hands. "For Valoria," she whispered. "For love." And she drank it. She slipped peacefully into Kalen's arms as her final breath left her lips. Her last words trembled in the air. "Do not let my story end in chains." By morning, the High Council found Kalen sitting alone, holding her body with the tenderness of a man who had lost more than a wife. He had lost the only light in a world built on power and war. She died free, he told them. Lady Araminta of Valoria became a legend, a woman caught between kingdoms, who claimed her own ending when the world tried to write it for her.